请问您熟知的性戏曲角色是谁？
一个花木兰，一个穆桂英。
那你了解中国戏曲当中的女英雄的角色吗？我好像比较了解那个花木兰。在戏曲当中有武打类的女性角色吗？
花木兰。
Wow, that's cool. I've learned about Jingju before, and I know that the faces and costumes can reflect personality of the character.
You're right.
This lady appears to have no face, and her costume is not overly ornate. What's her role?
Good question. The character is not that distinguishable because this is not her most distinctive outfit. In Jingju, this role is called 刀马旦. It refers to a kind of young female warrior roles. A woman who rides a horse with a sword and is highly proficient in martial arts. She's known for riding a war horse and carrying a small, long-handled sword. And lots of famous heroines are 刀马旦 in Jingju, such as Mu Guiying we've seen just now, Fan Lihua, and Hu Sanyang.
Wow, I've heard the heroines before. But just now, how the character names work?
Nay, the actors' costumes are equally elaborate. The Li Yuan trade has an old saying, rather wear worn, not worn wrong. Take the dramatic role of Mu Guiying as an example. Her costumes can be divided into two kinds of types, daily clothes and military dress. Daily clothes mainly consist of cape and waist bag. As for wearing military dress, sometimes she wears red female cloak with a large forehead. When wearing mourning, she wears a white female lin and a white forehead with a plain blue and white tone. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, that's so special. So, do they wear the fantastic suits on the battlefield in reality?
That's not true. The theatrical costume we see now is commonly known as 行头. As an artistic costume refined from life and a product of stage performance, it's derived from life and higher than life.
Oh, I see. It's very different from our play. The costumes worn by the characters in Western drama are very far from daily life. Most of actors wore the life clothes of the time. So since it's all drama, why is there such a big difference?
To be honest, this question is really difficult. This is actually related to the cultural and aesthetic concepts of the East and the West. Chinese opera is mostly performed in the streets and alleys for entertainment, and this performing art determines that the pursuit of stage performance is far higher than real life. Traditional Chinese opera, represented by Peking Opera, adopts a virtual approach to make a broad and concise summary of life in stage performances. This is reflected in its highly refined and exaggerated performance program of life. Singing, reading, doing, fighting, and the actors use singing body clothing to express a time and space environment related to the plot. But Westerners have a very cautious attitude towards drama, trying to hide the traces of acting on the stage as much as possible. Whether it is the actors' lines, costumes, or sets, it is a realistic art to pursue realism possibly, whose essence is to emphasize realism.
There's such a deep cultural connotation behind this original simple clothing.
Take the handling of the boat scene in the drama as an example. Brecht wrote after watching Meilin Fang's performance of Fishing and Killing Home. He shows how a fisherman girl drives a small boat with a knee-long oar and no boat on the stage. And Western theater deals with Shakespeare's Othello as it deals with gondola sailing across the stage. The boat had to be pushed by 12 people, and the blower was blown into the pocket to form a tumbling wave. Fill the hollow dome with half water, and then the bridge shakes, the water inside will stir, making the sound of the Venetian river crashing.
It's amazing that the same thing is so different in different theater cultures. So any art form needs to be combined with cultural background to fill its charm.
Yes, it is moving that the East and the West are already feeling the beauty of each other's dramatic art and communicating with the world in their own way. From Meilin Fang's Broadway performance, Farewell, My Concubine, to Brecht's Breaking the Fourth Wall in the last century, to China's Opera Cultural Week and Europe's Venice Biennale, there have been many sparks of cultural collision between the East and the West.
Yes, art knows no borders. No one is superior and inferior. Any kind of art deserves our respect.